Thank you very much for being with us here on Game On. It's such a pleasure to be here in Bloemfontein at the Free State Stadium. We've had a great welcome to the city so far. Great year for you so far. Well, you've come back from injury. Let's maybe talk about that first. How difficult was it to come back from that injury?
Mahreen, it was a bit tough. It's never easy coming from injury, especially when you got injured just before pre-season. It means that you're going to have to miss your whole pre-season. And I think in the rugby world, pre-season is probably the most important time of the year in terms of preparation, getting your things in order. Literally every single thing is put in place there, So I was pretty hacked that I missed that part. And I only started playing my first game about 5 or 6 weeks ago. It's really, really amazing being back. This past weekend, I had my first start, which is also, it feels pretty good. I must say I was a bit tired there, but it was good being back on the field, So from here on now, it's just on to better things now, progressing game by game.
So you said obviously five games or so, 5 weeks ago, so you came back, but it felt like you came back with a bang. But I'm sure rehabilitation was an absolute pain.
Yeah, it was. It was, but you know that every time you go to rehab, you are one step better than you were yesterday. So I think that was the motivation for me. Although it's hard, everybody's on the field, they're running, they're enjoying it.
Yes.
The vibe is amazing, and you're literally sitting there on the sideline. You want to do it, but you really can't do it.
Yeah.
Then you still have to go to your rehab on your own. Literally, the only motivation that I had was, hey man, today I do it, tomorrow I'm better.
Yeah.
And this will go on for 2 or 3 months, 4 months, And yeah, it was just all about that resilience.
Well, we can definitely see that it's paid off on the field. I want to go back to where it all started. How did you get into rugby? How did you become interested in the sport? It's a long way back.
Yeah, it's a very long way back. I started playing rugby when I was 9 years old in Fauna Primary School. That was in 1999. And yeah, I played rugby then. I obviously quit it as time goes by. I stopped playing rugby. Try to get into other sports, try to play soccer. It really wasn't for me. It really wasn't for me. And participated in high jump. This is now my high school life.
Oh, okay.
I did a bit of high jump as well. And I went back to rugby. But then when I got back to rugby, I felt like this is what I really want to do. I felt comfortable, even though it was literally my first time being back after such a long time.
Yeah.
I really felt like this is where I need to be, and from there on, just things started building up gradually. Luckily, that year in 2008, we had a great team from Hottiers Louis Botha. It was an amazing team. Literally, we beat every school in Bloemfontein except Great College. We didn't play against Great College that year. But it was an amazing year, and a lot of us got drafted into the Craven Week side, Free State Craven Week side. It was amazing. So from there on, people started going their own separate ways, and I stayed in the Free State. And after high school, went to varsity. I played for the Shimlas as well. I was actually honored to captain them at a stage in 2013. I was also playing at a tournament then. So it was an amazing journey. It's really, really been an amazing journey. Obviously got its challenges, just like any other journey, but yeah, it's all about your focus and where you want to be at the end.
You were fast-tracked very quickly from the Shimlas squad into the senior Free State Cheetah squad. What was that jump like? Was it quite a big one? Was it very difficult to adapt?
No, not really. The Shimlas they're a good side. You can see last year they won the Varsity Cup. Unfortunately, they didn't do it this year. But in 2013, when I was captain, it was a very good side. It was an amazing side, But I think our own mistakes, led us to not doing as good. I was fortunate to be player of the tournament that year. And from there, I kind of knew, okay, you know what, this can only be we're going upway. There's no stopping now. Literally, this is a roller coaster now, So then from there, I played a full season Currie Cup in 2013. And then in 2014, I played for the Shimlas again. And then some of the players, the Super Rugby got injured, and I got in the Super Rugby group. So that's when everything started. Obviously, it was a bit tough because from Varsity Cup literally to Super Rugby, it's a big transition. I mean, I'm talking about the tempo of the game is different. The physicality of the guys. So you literally have to be lights on every time. And it was tough, but you got to adapt quickly because of the players that are around you as well. Your environment that makes everything easy for you. So it was tough to adapt, but eventually I did adapt. Yeah.
How does your family feel seeing that you're a senior player? They see you on TV playing for the Springboks. I can only imagine that your folks must be so proud.
No, they really, really are. No, they really, really are proud. When you're young, you always just want to make your parents proud. My parents have supported me through so much, and this is the least I could do for them. Yeah, they're very amazing. They're amazing. Like, I'm happy to have made them proud, but this is not it though. We still have to go further. There's no stopping now. You literally have to keep focusing, grafting every day.
And that's what you're doing. You can certainly see your passion and your hunger for the game on the field. What is it that's so special about the Cheetahs that you sort of found a home here?
I've always been in the Free State. I've always been in the Cheetah setup, the Cheetah system, and I don't know. It's just something that I never thought I don't think I'll ever get it anywhere else. The kind of family that they turn out to be, literally, from the workers to the players to the management. You feel like you are family, you understand? And when you get on the field, we play for each other, you understand? And the brand of rugby that we're playing is for each other, and that's to also win crowds. I remember the coach said earlier in the year that the Free State needs heroes now, and it's time for us to step up and become heroes, you understand? So that in itself is amazing, because while I was growing up, I had heroes in the Free State. I wanted to be like John Smith. I wanted to do it. I want to be just like that guy when I grow up, And little do I know, I got to play. I didn't play with him, but there were times where I was with him. I played against him at a stage, and that was amazing. Now I'm actually, going towards there to where he is now.
Well, you're there already. How has Franco Smith helped you change your game, improve it, just grow it and mature as a player?
Well, Franco, one thing that he stands for definitely is you first become a better person, then you become a rugby player. I think he teaches you humanity before rugby. It's like that with everybody, how to treat people, how to respect people. And then you play rugby. In the rugby, you do the same thing. You respect the people that are around you, your teammates. You do what you have to do for them. And in that way, we all get success. So he's an amazing coach. I was just unfortunate that I couldn't train with him in pre-season.
Yeah.
I would have loved to train with the coach. I think I would have learned so much. I learned a lot, but I think I would have learned so much more if I had trained pre-season with him.
Well, there's many years more to go. Well, we certainly hope so. Oupa, not a great start for the Cheetahs in the Super Rugby season. They've sort of been an average team in the past couple of Super Rugby seasons. What is it that the Cheetahs need now to become one of the top teams in South Africa?
All we need now, literally, is a bit of time. Literally, the coach stepped in and it was a new beginning for the franchise. We got a lot of players from the varsity, a lot of young players. Coach always says that we are building, and everybody's slowly buying into what he's saying. The management is buying into what he's saying. The players are buying into what he's saying. So slowly, gradually, we are growing with each other, and I think in the near future, we will become an unstoppable force.
Do you feel like your game has evolved a lot? You're playing more attractive rugby on the field?
Yeah, no, definitely it has. It has evolved a lot. You become more mobile. You tackle more, you carry the ball more. So it really has evolved. We've all evolved as players.
I want to start about your time with the Springboks, obviously traveling with the team. That was fantastic, being able to be called up at such a young age, obviously still wanting to represent your country.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's probably one of the best feelings. It was probably one of the best feelings in my life. The fact that I've got a chance to wear the green and gold. Not a lot of people get to say that, and I'm fortunate enough to be one of those people that actually say that. So, I was really glad to be selected, but obviously, like I said before, we're still building to something. we're still getting better by the day, and hopefully, we can cement our place in the Springbok squad.
Alistair coming in, he's a very creative coach, but also a disciplinarian. You must be quite excited about possibly playing for him.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. New coach means it's new beginnings, so no player, I don't think any player is certain of their position, so it all comes down to the work that you put in before you get there, and if you play attractive rugby here, then they will be impressed up there. So it's really exciting, and hopefully get to work with them in the future.
So obviously, as you said, not everybody's place is cemented in the team, but take it as if you are part of that team. We're playing Ireland in a month or so's time. The coach will announce his squad at the end of the month. Is it enough time to sort of gel together as a team to get ready for probably one of the biggest games for the Springboks since the World Cup?
I think there is not a lot of time, but I think with the time that the coach will get, he will make the most of it, no doubt, so we just have to believe in what he says, and from there we move on. But I think, although we don't have much time, but I think in that time that we have, the coach will definitely make the most of it.
So for you, making sort of the switch from lock to loose forward, it's done wonders for your game. You certainly become an indispensable player. Have you been enjoying it?
A lot. I love being a loose forward. I think being able to be, all over the field, being able to decide where you want to go, that's actually quite amazing. Whereas, the tights are always in the middle.
Yeah.
It's not all a bad thing, but I think it's always better when you get just a little bit more freedom, So I've enjoyed it a lot. I've really, really enjoyed it. I've played flank since I've left high school, I think. But yeah, I've enjoyed it quite a bit.
The smile that you have right now is that smile that we see on the field. What makes you so passionate about the game of rugby?
Being able to play with a band of brothers. I think running on the field, in a home game, and you see all the people literally came to support the Cheetahs. Literally, they came to support the Cheetahs. That's amazing, So it just makes you want to play for them. It's just sad that sometimes we don't get the result that we want, But it's always about the next game. Next game, you have to be better. So yeah, the game is amazing. It really, really is amazing.
Oh, but there's been a lot of talk about transformation over the past couple of months, even years. But people like you are testament to say that young black kids can go up to the highest level in rugby. Do you realize that you're a role model for so many in this country?
Yeah, well, it's all about hard work at the end of the day, and knowing where you want to be. I think if you know where you want to be, when you want to be, things will become easier. I think things will become faster than you expected. There's a saying, aim for the stars and you land in the clouds, So I've always known where I wanted to be, even though it looked impossible at a stage. Literally, I couldn't see where I was going, but I knew that that's where I'm going. I didn't know, and all of a sudden I'm there. But then when you fast track, you right now you're thinking, oh, I actually made it.
Yeah.
But then when you fast track, you're thinking, yes, but I actually worked so hard, endured so many things, and it's not the end of the road from there. You've got to work hard a lot, Giving up is a lot of people's Achilles heel. When you think, it looks impossible. It just looks impossible, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. And then a lot of us, we quit, and we should learn to be patient, and we should learn to keep working hard.
Your dreams for the future, your goals?
Dreams for the future. Dreams for the future is to cement my place in the Springboks. It will really, really be amazing to cement my place in the Springboks and, become a hero to many, many kids, just like old ex-rugby players became heroes to us. We looked up to these people. Literally, we had posters of these people on our walls, because I want to be there. I want to be just like that guy, And now we're there. So it's up to us now to be the hero to the kids that are coming up.
What does it mean for you to wear the green and gold?
It's, I think, I don't know if I can describe it with words. Knowing that you are going out there literally to go fight for your country. You know, literally there are 23 or 22 people that are going to go fight for the country just for that 80 minutes. I think it's one of the most craziest things that I can ever imagine. It's amazing. I really can't describe it with words. I can't. I'm trying, but but no, it's really something that it's amazing.
Thank you very much for speaking to us on Game On. It's been such a pleasure. Wish you all the best for the rest of the season and for your Springbok career. We know it's only going to be a great one.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.